Так, будет коротенький стрим на 20 минут. У нас на 30 минут. Я Vampyr. What? Не понял. Не понял. О, аллилуйя появилась. Так. Ой. Количество единиц опыта, которые вы получаете от объятых граждан, нужно поставить будильник. Может зависит от качества их крови. Так, ладно, погнали. Начало я скипнул, потому что у меня была запись. Я планировал записать как видео, но видео все было забаганное, сломанное и так далее. Давайте даже еще лучше сделаем. Уберем цель. И давайте даже печальку уберем. Вот так вот.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
А чё это мы остановились?
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Это идеально просто, я бы с радостью согласился.
So, what do you say?
Конечно, с радостью.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Чисто половина стрима будет молчание. Надо пришлось говорить на чате. Ну, в принципе...
Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Я бы хотел
Doctor, what a
говорить.
night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Доктор.
Oh,
Я
and
не буду
Yes, Doctor.
стараться говорить.
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
В общем, я стараюсь не говорить во время диалогов,
Here at
чтобы
Pembroke, it's not what we have,
не перебивать
what we
персонажей.
haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Наконец-то. Ничего не поиграл в эту игру, не понял, что тут да как. Окей, да спасьте меня в больницу.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the source of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard!
Sir, please. You've lost too much.
You think I didn't notice?
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly.
All right, sorry. I am
Мне
in
больно, у меня
pain.
кишки наружу.
My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Качество крови указывает на то, сколько единиц опыта вы получите, убив этого гражданина. Чем выше качество крови, тем больше опыта вы получите. зачем мне его гипнотизировать? Зачем мне гипнотизировать кого-то? Просто пошли.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Не хочу я его убивать, пошли отсюда. Пошли в больничку, друг мой. Товарищи, у меня еще один есть. Не хочу я, можно? Как мне его отпустить теперь? Окей, ладно, этого придется все-таки вальнуть. Прости, друг. Не хотел этого делать.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Ну, пошли, друг.
Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
Я не собираюсь людей просто так убивать. Убивать мы никого не будем. Наплевать, если там будут какие-то противники и тому подобное, мы пацифисты.
I'm not wanting to make wait, Doctor. I've patience. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Thank you, nurse.
Все, отправляемся. О, что-то есть.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Так, второй этаж говорили. У меня еще метка стоит. Не нужны мне метки. Давай так, побежали. Так, мой кабинет. Доктор Рид. Ну, пошлите.
This must be the place.
А вот и кабинет,
It's
по крайней
definitely away
мере.
from prying eyes.
Глаз.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At
Правильно,
least I won't be
царство
sleeping in a coffin.
Хотя бы в гробу спать не придется, понимаю. Изготовление предметов.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Так, давай хилы прокачаем. Плюс 100% урона, неплохо тоже бафы. Так, еще пару скиллов можно, это что? 2, длительность контроля, стоимость нет. Вы останавливаете кровь в венах в целях... ближнего боя, пока не исчезнет или не будет. Гуд. Давай барьерчик прокачаем, классная же тема. Все, гуд. Это же не потом. Окей. Мне интересно, как тут реализована
If I'm to
медицина.
stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Doctor,
Yes, Nurse Crane?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted...
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was...
What type of hospital?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the...
Окей, отправляемся. Здесь что там? Так, задний ход. В конце улицы, да? Das ist gut.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody...
Как проверить, куда это идти? А, в саду. А там. Вампиры, ясно. Все-таки мачете будет более хорошее оружие. Есть еще кто? Ладно, он меня услышал. Блин. Аллергии, походу. Ой. Все. Разобрался со всеми. А это был круг. Там еще я видел проход в больничку. Патроны и картечь. Свинцовая пластина. Свинцовые грузило, так сказать. Так, сюда я видел до этого голова показывала.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke...
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And
How long have you been searching?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand...
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile.
I have all the information I need.
Thank you, Doc.
Так, понял. А я смогу его добыть-то? Ой, добраться в каналы. Так, хорошо, там задание, по идее. Да. Так, Q. Так, это помочь суду. Внести бумажник его владельцу.
Good evening, sir.
So it is...
Do we know it?
Actually, yes. We met once before.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
He was also very confident about your...
Goodbye.
Так, стоп. А бумажник как вообще? Кто там нарисован? Выглядит что? Слабости вампира. Милтон, понял.
Good evening, sir.
I've already heard about you,
Вот он
Dr. Reed.
потерял.
I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance.
That's quite a blunt.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Doctor.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical...
You have a keen eye. I learned...
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you...
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it...
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded.
Goodbye.
Так, у того проблемы канализация, как мне спуститься, я хз. Блять. Давайте пройдемся, посмотрим, где спуск в канализацию. Мусорка. Чисто все мусорки я болтаю. Так, это больничка. Больничка мне не сюда. Так, а это куда?
It's locked, all right.
Часы, шиллинги. О! Свинец. Накормлю тебя свинцом. Ну, почему он телепортироваться сейчас не может, не понять. Ой, еще не совсем разобрался в этом. Так, давай пробежимся по тяжелому району. Опа, сожрем крысу. Так, вот она. Будем упиваться крысками. Труп. Стоп. По-моему, я рано сюда нашел. Упс, я умер. Такого я не ожидал. Давай, вас сейв, да. Ну ладно, в старый морг тогда погнали. Немножко позже подкачаюсь и пойду туда. А то пока переулок не рано. Стеклянная пробирка. Так. Неожиданное отступление. Так, что, куда, зачем? Написано, что в этой комнате еще что-то есть. Я же тут ничего не вижу. Найти.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Второе оружие на кол, пожалуйста. Говорю, на кол поменяй мне, пожалуйста.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. It's locked.
Я понимаю, тут остальное все закрыто.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Стамина быстро кончается. Туда зашел.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Так, а вот и повод заканчивать. Ой, он меня хватит. Ой-ой-ой. Я надеялся не луковый забрать на отхил. Так, ладно, этот стрим пока буду продолжать, пока хочется играть. Расследование. Доступно новое расследование. Этап.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of... Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injury. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Я понял, с кем это поговорить.
It's locked.
Закрыто. О. Вот. Что-то его в бок начало водить. Отпрыгнул. Прыгнуть не мог. Если бы не вампирская способность к регену, вообще бы сейчас помирал. Да ладно. Так, а ну-ка восстановить. Блин. Good.
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Мне показалось, что это можно взять. Стоп, тут точно больше ничего нету? Выход закрыт. Это вход. Упс. Жалко, что нет быстрых перемещений. Сейчас бы быренько просто отсюда свалить. Часики не включить. Кстати, его не глушит вообще. Все наружу.
Good evening. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. A colleague? Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. What do you mean? You used to... No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. Goodbye, Miss...
Меня интересует, где наш другой товарищ доктор, который убил человека случайно. Неправильно леча его.
We may lack the resources, but we have some of the most brilliant...
А где он? Да блин.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye.
Так, кого допросить? Клинец. Я как понимаю, с ней, да?
We are.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor.
He was my patient. He died.
What was the nature?
It was a twofold error.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the doctor.
Why not?
Are you mad? I killed that man.
Goodbye. Good evening, nurse.
Dr. Swansea has already told
Did he really?
All members of staff have already read about your new...
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swan...
Tell me what...
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate...
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really...
I can't say I approve of what you did.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain...
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need...
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Может, с одной стороны, неправильно поступил, но им сейчас врачи нужны. Это значит, что он вообще тут не должен быть. Типа все равно врач.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed.
Your name has no meaning to me.
I beg your pardon.
What
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know.
And why do you believe you're a...
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
Please.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my...
I see. Have you ever...
Never. Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty.
I'm assuming...
It's only a cover. To hide from my end.
Who are...
I cannot say for sure.
The staff here...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking...
I see. Don't worry.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them.
I'll leave. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Там сверху есть.
Look like...
А, уже со собой не разбирался? Я думал, только одного шатал. Три. Блин. Слишком сложно. Пока по левелу я вообще не выхожу. Не могу их не оглушить, ничего, не отхилиться даже не могу. Ладно, попозже вернусь.
Yes, Doc.
That's all for now.
Like a book. Never could get from her.
Good evening. I'm...
No, I don't want to talk. My throat hurts.
I suppose that this pain is the reason.
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your...
Mortimer.
How painful?
So painful I'd rather not.
I'll let you get...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, madam.
It's my son who needs...
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer.
What?
No.
May I...
I'm...
Are you... What do you think of...
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived.
Is there something in particular that's bothered...
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming.
Tell me more about your arrival at the pen...
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
I share your concern, Mrs.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Good evening,
Good evening.
sir.
Goodbye, Miss.
Pembroke will prevail and survive this epidemic.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor.
Yes, nurse. Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for...
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my...
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashton...
And you would like me to eradicate her?
By the stole, of course not. I would just...
Accepted. I'll see what kind of...
так будет получше. На улице.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea...
You're a vamp... The lady who saved me that night.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter.
These past insufferable weeks.
Please continue. Every detail is essential.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shape.
I'll take care of it.
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could...
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as other...
What is this?
There's no need for alarm, madam.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling in...
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman.
Harriet Jones. Indeed.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many violent...
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here.
That's it. Blame...
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigan...
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof...
This is your business, Doctor, not mine.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more...
Have you heard of any...
blackmail?
I'll leave you.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Вот потащили сюда.
Are you injured, sir? I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton.
Yes.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool... What sort of creature is this?
Хотя бы не успел поставить.
What sort of creature is this? Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her. This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
Hey, Doc.
I have found a gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox...
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crime.
Who knows what I might do now I feel him.
I'll leave you.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off this time.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye. Good evening.
Reed, yes, I've been informed.
Does my arrival in...
Let us just say...
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening.
Dr. Reed. I am Thoreau Strickland. Dr. Thoreau...
Goodbye. Good evening, sir.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want...
Tell me about the doctors.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building.
Tell me about...
I'm just a regular...
I was more curious about...
I'm a carpenter. And a...
Are you satisfied?
Well, it's clear...
I won't lie to you about it.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed?
In other circumstances, you would be right. Goodbye for...
Sweet girl.
They may lack the resources, but we have some of the most brilliant minds in London.
I will not let you down, my boy.
I cannot enter.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my face.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head...
You guessed right, Doctor.
How is your step?
Oh, it's bliss.
Can I ask you...
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work.
Who is treating...
Nobody since the old and tired.
You don't seem worried.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry.
Can I do anything for you?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft?
To wait for her next nibble.
Aren't you afraid?
She's quite harmless.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed?
In her madness, she never refers to...
So do you let her...
And why not? She's only
She could decide to bite less.
Then it's another good reason...
No...
You were...
Goodbye.
No respect. The pain.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
And I'm...
Well...
Pepper.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my...
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but...
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us...
How is the
Well, not well.
Why does
I don't know.
Why...
Milton's not the...
How long?
Or long enough.
You'd be surprised what dedication.
Sorry, Doctor.
How would...
It's serious.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this...
You must get...
Sorry.
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my...
And you have my...
Do you need any...
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you...
I have to go...
In circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
That was fast.
I'm afraid...
Is that so?
Now it's...
Mash it.
I have no idea.
Do be careful.
I'll return...
But the suffering continues.
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take the...
Good evening. And good eve... Goodbye.
My sweet girl.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is there anything...
I'm all right. Considering...
Goodbye for...
Calm the children, Helen. As for me...
Best be moving on. Go back home, idiots!
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year. When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. It's closed.
sir. Turn around, sir. Better go home, sir. Back in the grave, you!
More and more of these bloody
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It's closed.
Oh my god!
more and more of these bloody leeches every night. I, the god of a leech! A leech!
Monster! Die, Merlin!
Да серьезно, жесткий. Надо тройку бахать. Подойти и завалить его полностью.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Жду, пока он развернется, чтобы его увольнуть. Угу.
It's closed. I'm here, I know it.
Все, уходим.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Серьезно, он просто избивает меня. Я отойти не могу нормально, он тупо меня бьет. Сейчас разберусь с ним.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
There's more and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. But the guards group more and more every year. I'm here, I know it. Die, Bernie!
Christ, who's dead?
can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Please open the door, sir.
Stay close, keep an eye on each other.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Cooldown.
It's locked, all right. Easy, boys. Don't forget, check every room, every door. It's closed.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Please open the door, sir.
I have this thirst for blood.
There's more and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruiting more and more every year.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. Stay close, keep an eye on each other.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked. Somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it! Me, I'll not die in some stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right? If you've been hurt, I can help you.
Name's Albert. Remember it.
Do you know
Never heard of.
what happened?
Hey, I didn't do.
All right. Perhaps
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue.
it's true. I'm not familiar with this.
I said sod off.
Goodbye.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
What?
Shoot.
What?
I'm Dr. Reed.
No.
Do you...
It's funny, I've been searching for...
Really?
Word is she ain't...
What?
Nothing.
You
Lost. Yeah.
You mean...
Yeah.
Perhaps.
You don't seem...
I always feel ill, sir.
I will see. A gun?
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week.
How are...
I'm not your...
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling
There you go.
very funny.
Goodbye.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
much for the Swanborough cordial.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested?
Actually...
Then you have come to the right place.
Oh, really?
Ah, my brother has spoken of you.
Do you know...
I don't like to...
Competition?
Never met her, but it's...
Tell me.
Regent... Had...
What?
Most of them are...
You look ill.
I'm perfectly fine.
Goodbye. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
What do you...
Good evening, sir.
There is no Dorothy.
I'm afraid this medical leave...
Really? Well, I'm afraid...
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Joe, please, I don't have... Welcome, sir.
I'm...
Doctor.
Do you need...
I only need you to...
Goodbye. Excuse...
Another journalist?
I'm not a
doctor?
Really?
I'm Joe Pete.
Can I offer you?
The name is Coloss.
Have you...
Dorothy.
Could you please...
He's in the...
Not this... Goodbye.
Don't be shy, handsome.
I'm not looking...
All right then, but...
Do you need it?
It depends on the price of your...
I'm shocked that you would think I...
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners.
Christina, have you been examined?
I don't like doctors. Oh.
Considering your...
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right?
You...
And you think...
Goodbye. Forgive my...
Do not apologize, my son.
I am Dr. Jonathan.
A scientist.
Don't you...
I've been touched by...
What do you mean?
All scientists are entangled.
Quite a judgment.
Well, you are seeking out...
Well, I suppose I can spare...
As a doctor, you must be aware of the death...
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself.
Really?
We must fight the disease before the...
What is left?
Cleansing.
Tell me.
God will recognize his own.
Science?
See, Doctor?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar?
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon.
Do you need...
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows?
I will see... I have
not...
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about...
Without a doubt.
I don't know much about the man.
No, really.
He went to the nearest...
He had...
No.
Where?
He spends...
Goodbye. Good evening.
Please be my guest.
Oh, really?
I'm a poet.
Do you need...
It may be wise...
I understand your appetite for...
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health.
May I...
Extraordinary.
What? Not...
Dare...
I'll leave... Good evening. I know it. You don't seem to need much. I know you... You don't seem to... Very well. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
against malevolence and trickery. Unable to see the true horror.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed.
Sorry, no, sir. My father... So my father actually worries about me then. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So?
I'm not bothered.
Do you need any...
Yes, I do.
You'll feel better with it.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. Yes.
How?
My fault.
What? I'm sure your father did his...
That's exactly what my father...
If life...
I don't go out.
So that's why you stay at home all day?
I'm not afraid of disease.
Good.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world? Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Mr. Petrescu, just...
You again?
Sir, wait. Don't you see we're on the same side?
I'm nothing like...
Yes, you are. You too believe...
I have to admit your words have...
Да, просто молча сижу, играю.
It's locked, all right. It's locked. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone.
А если сделаем вместо этого массаж?
Hello, Mr.
Hello.
It's locked. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel. Hand me that scalpel. It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
I must first suture the... Good. The stitch... Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Так, не понял. Пьеса. В любом случае умрет. Боже. В сторонку творачиться пытаюсь, но все равно громко.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vas.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any... It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Right then, Nurse Crane.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing...
I must. Good. The stitches are holding. A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
It's locked, all right.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do?
Dr. Swan's...
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people...
But what...
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that...
So...
I know you're
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal. It's locked, all right. It's locked. It's locked.
It's dead, all right. Easy, boys. That's gonna start. See that fancy clothes? This one's a top! Christ! He's dead!
No, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for...
Good evening, Harry.
Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
You paid one way or another.
Please, Joe.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Так, ну на этом можно заканчивать. Так, а на этом всем удачи, всем пока.